Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your boy Trevor, and we are back with another watch along. We started a little late because I wanted to see how the dynamic of the show was going to go because it's a commercial filled show. But we are here. I'm not alone. I do have my pinch hitter filling in for me. My little princess is filling in for the fellas watching in. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so we where are we now? Now we're in the world title match. Shout out to those of you watching right now over on Twitter. Seems like you guys just were waiting for me to hit the start button. I love it. Um, we're in the triple threat for the world heavyweight title. So I will say I do like the dynamic of the show, with the old school robes and the refs wearing the old school get up. I really like that, and having Jesse Ventura back does make a hell of a difference just aesthetically. But I noticed they didn't mention the old evil man, Vince McMahon, which is all good. But the show did open up with oh my God, Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, which I thought was a really good match. Drew McIntyre is, going to be on a lot of people's short lists for Wrestler of the Year this year. Speaking of Wrestler of the Year, Wrestling with Reality, we'll be doing our yearly award show. Oh my God, he just pulled him straight out by his hair. We'll be doing our yearly award show January 8th, where we'll be giving out our 2024 awards for the year of wrestling. We do have 11 categories. All the categories have been picked and everything, so it's just a matter of getting the show together, and then we'll rock out from there. Powerbomb him on the steps. Oh crap, he is. Boom. Okay, I didn't think he was going to do it. But I thought the Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn match was really, really good. Like I said, boom, Drew stacking 1, 2, count to 100. It's over. The ring general wins again.
Wow.
Gunther was the 2023 Wrestler of the Year for Wrestling with Reality. And he continues to pick up wins in another good match, triple threat match. So what I will say about this is a 2-hour show. And they have 5 matches. So, and they're going to somebody's going to be left out a little bit because up next is going to be Michin versus Chelsea Green. What I would have did is had that match on SmackDown. I wouldn't even put that match on this show because it's going to be rushed. You got to give Cody and KO is going to get the bulk of the time. We're already at what? It's 9:05 now. So let's say Cody KO going to start at 9:30. So the IC match is going to get about maybe 10 minutes if they're lucky. So I wouldn't have put that match on this show because it's tournament finals. I would allow those women to really, really cook on SmackDown. I mean, hell, that's where they had the tournament. You might as well have the finals there also. But nevertheless, I thought Liv Morgan and Io Sky had a fantastic match. I would say that that's Liv Morgan's best match that I've ever seen. But a lot of that was Io Sky. Io Sky hit her with 3 German suplexes, like just deadlift her. And I'm not making it seem like that's a big task, but Io Sky is small and Liv Morgan is small. But the fact that she was able to just roll over 3 times and hit her, that still takes a lot out of her. Liv Morgan did. There was one mess up where Io fell off of the top rope, and this year these guys and girls have been falling off the top rope a lot lately. I don't know what's been going on with those ropes, but there's been a lot of rope slips. Hell, Damian Priest in this match almost, took a shit on the outside. Luckily, he was okay. Let me see. Are they coming to my town soon? Nah, they won't be coming to my town soon. But yeah, I think they need to do something with these ropes. But Io and Liv Morgan had a great match, and I like that it ended with a clean finish. Raquel or Dom didn't get involved, but at the end, the Rhea Ripley had to come out. I mean, because God forbid Rhea Ripley just not get involved in something, and just let Liv and Io have their moment. Rhea came out at the end though, so I guess no harm, no foul. And then you had Gunther just retain, so he finishes out the year as world champ. I want to say undisputed, with the exception of the match to Cody and losing the IC title to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. So, and now up next we do have the Women's United States title. So y'all chime in. I know you guys over on Twitter, 88 of you watching over on Twitter. I know you guys don't normally like to chime in, but chime in on the chat, man. Let me know how you feel, how you like the show. How does it look? How does it feel? I know, they're trying to keep it as old school as possible with everything that we got going on now. I mean, that's not easy to do, but I think I like the bare bones of it. I like that the aisleway is more enclosed, like those old MSG shows where you literally could reach your hand out and touch the wrestlers. So I really love that the audience aren't too far from the wrestlers. But let me know how you feel about the show. I would say, hell, if this show didn't have commercials, this would be one of the better ones, of the year. I would put this like at a PLE level, just because the match quality so far has been really good. I just hope that they don't rush this next match. But I know if they're on network TV, because they are on NBC, I'm watching it on Peacock, that they do have a hard out, and that they'll be probably sprinting through this next match. So, so how you been feeling about this so far?
It's been pretty good because I like how people that I wanted to win, I guess, won, because I was expecting Gunther to win that match. And honestly, the first match, I really did not care who won.
You didn't care about the first match? Why not?
It was good, but I really didn't care who won. I liked it, but I didn't care.
Okay. Yeah. So do you like Drew McIntyre?
Yeah. They're both good wrestlers. Sami Zayn's my fave, but I like them both.
All right. Well, fair enough. So as we wait through this commercial, man, what a year in wrestling we've had. Like we've had a good year in wrestling. The WWE has been on fire. I saw at a recent TNA show, which TNA to me has been much better than AEW. That was almost by a long shot. I saw at a recent TNA show recently that Tessa Blanchard is back, which good for her. She's getting a chance to work again. She's been blackballed for so long, so I'm glad that she does get a chance to work. One thing I do want to gripe about before we wait for the next match is last night on SmackDown, for weeks, Carmelo Hayes has been, he's going to wrestle a returning wrestler, or he's going to wrestle a new guy. So I'm thinking, I didn't hear any rumors of anybody big coming in, so I didn't know who it was. But it turns out they've been building this for weeks, and it's Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman essentially squashes Carmelo Hayes. So it continues the treatment of black wrestlers in WWE being basically pushed down to nothing. Carmelo Hayes does deserve better. He doesn't deserve to be getting squashed by a returning Braun Strowman that can only do one thing, just be the big man gimmick. When you have a talent like Carmelo Hayes on your roster, you need to be pushing him to the moon, or else you're going to lose him. I mean, and it is what it is. I know he doesn't have too much charisma, but you could find a way to use that guy. You really, really can. So that is my gripe of the week on wrestling. You got to do better when you got a talent like Carmelo Hayes. You just cannot be wasting that guy. You just can't do it. You cannot do it. Triple H, you got to do better for that guy. You have to. Oh, and another thing I just saw, Pat McAfee is back. So it looks like the Raw broadcast team is going to be Pat McAfee and Michael Cole starting January 6th on Netflix. So I don't know if I like that. Not that I don't like that team. I like Wade Barrett and oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Joe's Tessitore, because they give you a more sports feel. you know, Pat McAfee's going to come in and be all wild and crazy. And, whereas with Wade Barrett and Tessitore, it's more of a sports feel. You know, WWE is throwing up stats in the lower third now. It's just they just come off more of a sports feel that I like. So I don't know if they're gonna join, if Corey Graves is gonna join them on SmackDown. I don't know what's the new announce team going to be. How is that going to work? I hope Wade Barrett isn't the odd man out. I know there's rumors that he wants to get back in the ring, but I don't know how that's going to work. I really, really hope that there is a spot for Wade Barrett and Corey Graves, because Corey Graves has been excellent, especially in the heel announcer role. So I really don't like that they're essentially shaking things up just to give Pat McAfee a spot. I mean, Pat McAfee is cool, but he's good in spurts. Too much of Pat McAfee, I love steak, but I can't eat steak every single day. You know what I mean? If I eat steak every day, I'm going to get tired of it. And that's how I feel about Pat McAfee. It could be too much. Pat McAfee is the loud friend that just comes in all the time on 100, where sometimes you just want to be chill and cooling out. This guy's always coming in the building like, always coming in the building on 100. So you don't want, you don't need that too much. So we'll see how it goes. Now, come over here. So we do have Michin, and Michin has had a really good year this year, from basically not using her in the OC or the club or whatever the hell they call themselves to, she's literally been, if you need a woman wrestler that's going to go out there and just be crazy and bust ass and work hard, that's been her. So my pick to win this title was Chelsea Green or Naomi. But now they have Naomi seemingly is going to take Jade Cargill's place in the tag team championship, because last night Nick Aldis basically told Bianca that they were going to have to vacate the titles, but Naomi offered to step in. So now that can mean one or two things. My idea is that Bianca is the one that attacked Jade so it could get them to WrestleMania, but this could be a new wrinkle where Naomi is the one that attacked Jade, so she could get that spot.
I see why. I understand how it could be Bianca Belair, because, I mean, like, Jade Cargill, because ever since Jade Cargill started, like, being a star on WWE, she's been, like, taking her spot, kind of. But if it was Naomi, it could be, like, she's taking Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill's taking Bianca Belair away from her, I guess.
See, you only get that type of breakdown from me. Where else can you have a 9-year-old just breaking down storylines like that? Only over here. So, but I agree. Like, because I always said heel Bianca Belair to me is the best. But I'm the heel minister, so I love the heels. But Bianca Belair was at her best when she was NXT Bianca Belair, the girl, and you don't even go here and all that type of stuff with the hair whips and stuff like that. She wasn't this smiley. I'm never a fan of the smiley baby face. So she wasn't this smiley, plucky baby face like how she is now, always just cheesing big and things like that. She's better when she's like that. We call him Keisha in the hood. When she's that type of girl. And the story writes itself that Jade comes in as this mega star, this big hire, and Bianca's basically had to play down to her. Bianca was a big superstar. Bianca's #1 draft pick. Bianca main event at WrestleMania. Now she's literally in a tag team. So you have this albatross of Jade Cargill weighing her down. Why wouldn't she do it? But then there's also and the Naomi one it just writes itself too. Like, Naomi comes back, but remember, they were like a trio. It was Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. I named them Melanin Magic. And then Naomi just kind of got pushed off to the side to do her own thing, but it's always been those two. So she could come on a jealousy angle like, hey, this is my friend first, but you guys are on the spotlight. You guys are always in the tops of everything, always defending the titles and, things like that. I want in on that. So she could have been the one to attack Jade, and you can get Bianca and Jade somehow at SummerSlam. You can get Naomi and Jade at Mania or the Royal Rumble, however you want to do it. Or another thing that's been thrown around is that Charlotte Flair, who is ready to come back. Charlotte Flair could be waiting in the weights, as because I did read somewhere where they're gonna her character is gonna be a little bit different. So she may not just be cocky Charlotte Flair, but we'll see how it goes, man. But I think to me, Jade isn't progressing as fast as we may have thought that she was going to. So who knows? Who knows how they're gonna do it? Just wait and see. Just hopefully they don't bungle it. But I trust Triple H. I have zero confidence if it was Vince McMahon, but I do trust Triple H not to ruin it. So and we'll eventually get our match between Jade and Bianca. And hopefully they can fake it till they make it through that match, because that might be a rough one. Bianca Belair is great, but I don't think she's ever been in a position where she had to lead someone that was so green as Jade in a match. So I don't want her to go out there and be a complete stinker. You know what I mean? So that's where we are with that. There's 110 of you watching on Twitter right now, and I appreciate that so much. Is there a like button over there, something that you could like the video, share the video? I don't know how it works. I just stream the shows over to Twitter. So I do appreciate you guys for watching along with us. This is the downside of doing this, though. There's commercials. So this is what's going to keep this show from being great. The matches, what we can see, are really, really good. But once it gets heated up, then there's a commercial in the middle of it. So that's the real big downside of it. And this match is actually getting a lot longer than I thought. So that means Cody and KO is probably going to get 30 minutes. But I do expect Chelsea Green to win this match. Chelsea Green absolutely should win this match. If it's not going to be Naomi, it should absolutely be Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, ever since coming back, has been like one of the MVP. Oh, nice high German. One of the MVPs of the women's division. Whatever they put her in, whether it's being thrown in a garbage can, whether it's taking a bump at Money in the Bank, through the tables, whatever she's been asked to do, she has excelled. Her "Let Me Talk to Your Manager" character was fantastic. Her with Piper Niven. I love the fact that you get Piper Niven on TV on a weekly basis now. That's all thanks to Chelsea Green. Even look what they're doing now in the lower third. They're showing the match results. You never used to get that in WWE. Nice Rough Rider. Zack Ryder reference. 1, 2, 3. Oh, close 2.5. Chelsea Green with the Rough Rider. That's a Zack Ryder. What does he go by now? I forget his name now, but we know who that's a reference to. But I could see Michin winning this. I mean, because Michin is another one who's kicked ass. Oh, nice. Dive onto Piper Niven.
Everybody's good. Like, everybody's really good in this match.
Yeah, Michin to me is having a hell of a run this year. As somebody just being in catering the entire time. Her hardcore matches, Eat Defeat. Boom, Piper. And I love Piper Niven. Even ever since I first found out about Piper Niven on the Mae Young Classic, and she was awesome on that. But her and Chelsea have been a welcome surprise. Roll up 1, 2. Eat. Oh no, she met. Oh God, Chelsea, you shouldn't have took that bump. Oh, that looked bad. Oh my goodness, that looked bad. Oh, I wouldn't have even sold it. I do see Venkat has joined us. who we got here in the chat. Shout out to Hassan Tahir in the building. And shout out to Jacob Ebry, man, for joining the channel memberships. We do have channel memberships over here on the channel for $1.99. I don't really give you no extra benefits. You just come over here just to support the channel, man, because all the content that we do give out, and we'll be back full with all the proper shows come January. Just using this time to kind of regroup, kind of freshen things up. I did put the finishing touches on the new Man Talk Monday video today, so all those will be new. You see, there's new outros for everything. You have the new Beyond the Scoreboard video. Everything's new. And I think Chelsea's going to take it here. Boom. Just as I figured. Chelsea Green should. If it wasn't going to be Naomi, then Chelsea Green was my definite second pick for it. So I have no problem with Chelsea Green being the new U.S. champion. What's up, Venkat?
What's going on, Trevor? Just want to say peace to Hassan Tahiri show. Peace out, man. And another thing I want to say real quick, Chelsea Green looks so amateurish right now. It's embarrassing.
She looks what?
Like an amateur. No. She stepping in that ring looking very unsure of herself.
Were you talking about her outfit?
No, I'm talking about her movement in the ring. I'm talking about the moves that she's doing. She looks sloppy, man. It looks sloppy. I don't know what the frick she's doing. Like,
wait, that belt actually looks so good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that white. I love that white U.S. title.
Yeah, she was horrible tonight.
Yeah. So Twitter. Welcome the what was it? The critics on the Muppet Babies. What were they called? The ones that were just. I forget their names, man. But welcome to that half of the show, because now
you mean being real?
Now you're gonna get.
You mean being real, man?
No, I don't disagree.
Look, man, I'm strictly real. I ain't got time for all this.
Yeah, speaking of strictly real, where's the Masters?
I don't know. It's somewhere out in the ethos.
Her outfit is awful.
Yeah, I don't like that outfit.
Are those pictures of herself?
Yeah.
That is ugly. I'm not even trying to be rude.
That's heel. That's heel heat. That's heel heat.
So that's ugly.
If I was a wrestler, I would have a picture of my face.
Oh Lord.
On my
tights.
The
beard and shades. With the beard and shades.
Every single time.
On my tights. Just looking amazing. I wouldn't be wearing a Damian Priest outfit, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can't wear that. Damian Priest is
I think so far the event has been pretty good. I just wish, I like Jesse and what Jesse Ventura was there. I wish they would have publicized that. I found out today on my lunch break that he was going to be there.
No, they've been saying that ever since they announced the show.
I've never heard them say it once.
No, they said ever since they announced the show, they said that he was going to be on it. When they announced it, you remember when he was on that Raw like 3 weeks ago? He was front row. They said that he's going to guest host it. They've been announcing that the entire time.
Yeah, that's the first I'm hearing about it.
And he's going to call the main event.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I think he should at least have done half of the show, if not the whole thing. I mean, it's only.
He doesn't know the show. He doesn't watch the show. How's he going to do the show?
Man, he had 3 weeks, man. He had 3 weeks.
Get out of here.
He had 3 weeks to know who the wrestlers are and what their moves are.
Get out of here. That's an 80-year-old man. You want him to try to do that? Get out of here.
I want him on there. Because remember, he's color. He's color. The other guy is the one that's really running the show, which I think that was a great decision to put him in there. I don't want to see Michael Cole and that other idiot. I don't want to McAfee. I don't want to see them niggas. Wow. But I think that they should have had more Jesse Ventura. But the show is good. Like, they're using the music. They got the logo, all that stuff. They messed up with one thing. Why didn't they have it at the very beginning when you know how Saturday Night's main events start, when those guys are just having a little quick promo and it just goes from everybody talking about that match that they're going to have? Yeah. Like, why did they should have done that, like with the music in the background playing, and then it starts. But for the most part, it's been really good. I like the intros and stuff. I just wish they would have had like a little promo package with people talking real fast about their matches.
Did you see Tito Santana?
Yeah, he had some big ears, man. When people get old, their ears get huge.
Man, this man here, boy.
But
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Jesse Ventura looks like the Crypt Keeper, man. You can't. I don't think he could hold up for a whole show.
I think he could do better than Jim Ross.
Oh, jeez.
I think he could do better.
Jim Ross fell that far? Oh my goodness.
Well, the thing is, I've been seeing Jesse Ventura in interviews, and he's
Talk
fine.
about politics, though.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, but I just think he's able to do it. The guy's capable of doing it. He's capable.
You talking about politics, man. You're not talking. It's hard to, because remember, well, yeah, you saying he's doing color. So, because remember with Vince, he never even had to call wrestling moves. It's all what a maneuver, or it's all that stuff. And here you're actually calling moves. But yeah, if he's doing color, so my problem is Pat McAfee is back. So that means that the new team for Raw is McAfee and Michael Cole. I don't like that.
That's horrible.
I do
They
not.
need to stop with this McAfee thing. I can't stand it.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't like Wade Barrett, but I like Wade Barrett, so I don't know what's gonna happen with him. You got Wade Barrett.
What about Corey?
I don't know. I don't know because right now you got is Cole and Corey Graves. So
yeah.
So obviously Cole isn't going to be on SmackDown anymore. So do they put Tessitore and Barrett over there, or do they just put Tessitore over there? How does that work? So somebody's going to be the odd man out, and I don't like that. And the rumor is that Wade Barrett wants to get back in the ring, but
why?
Because he ended the guy's younger than me. He ended his career prematurely.
Was he injured?
I know. I think he just got released and just never wrestled again. Like literally, that was it.
Okay. Well, then it's okay.
Yeah, he got released and never wrestled again. And he's like I say, he's younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, if guys like Edge and Punk and all them guys could come back, he damn sure could come back. But it was supposed to be for like a feud with Drew McIntyre, kind of how they set that up, their last interaction. But yeah, I like Wade Barrett on commentary.
Not too much.
Yeah, I like Wade Barrett on commentary, man, because he's not, as a color guy, he's a heel color guy, but he's not over the top with it. It's not, like you got the guys where you just know they're trying to be just ridiculous. Yeah. He's not like that. He'll just throw in this little jab here and there, but then he'll call the action. And what I love about him, he makes sense. Like with this Kevin Owens stuff, he'll tell you, he's like, hey, Kevin Owens has a legitimate gripe. Look what Cody Rhodes did to him.
If Kevin Owens don't win this title tonight, there's going to be a bunch of issues with Kevin Owens himself.
Oh, man.
This angle in general. Again, we saw a PLE with them in the main event already. Why the hell? Oh, there go that racist Greg Valentine. Oh, boy. Yeah,
Beware. Looking like somebody's old uncle on the grill.
Coco Beware has a hell of a temper, man. I was watching a video. He went off on a jobber one time. Oh my God, he get pissed.
His hand is taped up, so you could tell he probably punched somebody. Man, Jesse Ventura looked like the Crypt Keeper. So for the record, I want Kevin Owens to win the title.
He better win it.
I don't think he's going to win, but I want him to win.
If he doesn't win, it's going to be major problems.
Well, major problems with who, though?
For everybody. The storyline.
You going to go there and fight him?
Huh?
You going to go there and fight him?
No, I'm not going to go and fight him, but like what Kevin Owens has been frailing around WWE now for the last few years, doing a bunch of insignificant stuff. They just tack him on to things. But he's not really, driving the narrative per se. And now you have this moment where they're shoving yet another match with Cody Rhodes and trying to make a point with it. If he comes up short tonight, that's it. Where do you go from here? He keeps having these horrible moments and matches that don't. I don't know. It's just not going to work for me. He's got to win tonight. This is like a must win. This is more must win than when ECW one night stand happened with Cena and RVD. Like this is he got to do something, man, because I just don't understand what is the purpose of Kevin Owens, just to be a jobber? I thought he was supposed to be this great in-ring guy that has some merit to him. He doesn't throw a threat around by constantly getting involved into these matches and always losing. He's got to have a moment. He has to have a come up at some point. You got to add some sort of believability to this guy's presence in here. And Cody Rhodes he hasn't really lit the world on fire with this run. So maybe doing a title change tonight, it can rectify both wrestlers, and it'll bring some shock into this, and maybe some unpredictability. But they got to do something. We cannot have another going through the motions match, and then Cody Rhodes' arm is being raised. I'm telling you, it's going to be big problems. We'll see.
You done?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying. I want to let you rock. Again, like I said, I want Kevin Owens to win, but I don't think he's going to, because you're getting ready to go into WrestleMania time, and now the Rock's plans have to be played into this. I wouldn't have a problem with them taking the belt off of Cody and he gets it back in the Elimination Chamber, because Elimination Chamber, they say is March 1st.
No, you do it on Netflix. That's where you do it at. You do it on Netflix.
Why would you do it a week? Why would you give a guy a belt and take it back from him next week?
It's not next week. Netflix is in January 6th.
January 6th, 2 weeks.
I mean, frig, Sting won the title and lost it.
Come on, man.
He lost it the same night.
Stop with the hot potato. Then what does that do for Kevin Owens? Nothing.
It does something.
It does nothing.
Yes, it does.
Nothing.
Yes, it does. Kevin Owens lose tonight. That does nothing for Kevin Owens.
If Kevin Owens wins and loses the belt on January 6th, they basically edged him in 2006, where Edge won the title and lost it to John Cena 2 weeks later. As a matter of fact, I was at that show where he lost it. That was at the Royal Rumble. I was at that show where John Cena came out of that spaceship thing or whatever that was. But that's basically what it'll be. Transition. We'll start calling him Transitional Kevin.
All I know is they both need Cody to lose. Cody needs to lose so that he has some type of jeopardy. His whole run, I've never felt going into any of these matches Cody has had, oh my God, he's going to lose the title tonight. I've never thought that. Against AJ, against Solo, against Kevin Owens, I've never felt one time in any title defense he's had that the title is in jeopardy. He needs to lose his belt to bring some shock into here and some unpredictability. And Kevin Owens has just been punked out for the last several years now. He's been a nothing burger. So he needs to have some legitimacy. So if he wins this, the eyes of the audience. What shirt? What shirt?
Look at Kevin Owens' shirt.
Oh yeah. You're ahead of me. By
my God, look at this shirt. Yeah. The Canadian dream. Again, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm telling you though, I would love for Kevin Owens to leave as champion right now, and then they because they're going to Canada. Oh my God, I just had a thought. John Cena's going to be in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're probably trying to do Cody versus Cena.
No. I'm a huge Cena fan.
I just thought about that.
That's not going to work.
Now you want to shock things. Take the belt off of Cody. Have Cena defend. If you want to get to Cody Cena, have Cody lose this belt. Have Cena take it off of KO at Elimination Chamber. He gets his 17 times, and then Cody Cena can go at it at Mania. And then you could do Rock Roman on night 2 or whatever, whenever you want.
I don't think Rock is going to be at WrestleMania. I saw something about Rock's plans have changed, and I don't think he's going to be there.
Is he making any good movies?
No, he's not.
So, I mean, so what, like, seriously?
But, it's all business, brother. So, he's not going to run away from a paycheck. That wrestling thing is fine, but when you're paying serious millions of dollars just to shoot for 5 minutes at a time, I'll take the check, please.
Yeah, I've said this. I've always said this, that Cody needs like a real feud. He hasn't wrestled anybody that.
Yeah, because it's Rock. He's supposed to be wrestling Rock.
Yeah, that to me does nothing, man.
Whatever. Rewind back earlier in the year, and you were amped the hell up to see that when those promos hit and the Rock engagement with Cody. Man, please, that's the best thing they had all year.
Yeah,
that is the best thing they had all year.
I don't think they'd ever pull the trigger and let Rock beat him. I don't think they'd.
I don't see how he can. I mean, if there's anybody on the planet, you would want Rock to have that title.
So wait a minute. So now you said you never seen a match this year with Cody as champ that you thought he was going to lose, which I don't disagree. But you weren't saying that with the 4 years of Roman.
What do you mean?
There was never a time I thought Roman was ever going to lose that belt. Ever.
I've played plenty of times. I thought Kevin Owens was going to beat him at the Royal Rumble.
No.
I thought many a times. I thought McIntyre was going to beat him. I felt many times.
That's the only one. That's the only one, because I thought they were going to do it at Clash at the Castle.
Yeah. There was legit, and the fact that for every year he has that title, you're thinking in your head, okay, that's got to be it. It's over now. So every time he came out, there's a possibility, okay, they might end it right now. With Cody, there's been nothing. It's just like they're just doing something just to do it. Let's just do this little dance together. Okay, we've been in here for 20 minutes. All right, we can end the match now. And then they go home and get a check. That's all that feels like. It doesn't feel like a competitive struggle. It doesn't feel like anything worth watching. Cody Rhodes has just been sleepwalking through these matches. And I don't want to criticize Cody as far as his production. I just mean I've never seen it like this before. Like WWE claims to have like this great resurgence and all these great people in it, but how come we can't have their champion wrestle great people? Even Hulk Hogan was able to have some kind of match with somebody. The Cody Rhodes don't have a match, and they got. I mean, AJ is a great performer, but nobody wanted to see that match, and nobody believed AJ was going to win. It's a problem. Like, there's no fresh, interesting matchup situations with this current roster they have. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know about that. I don't know what you're watching. That's why for the record, I refuse to do the end of the year awards like we did last year, because when I looked at what you guys picked compared to what I picked, ain't no way in the hell I'm not saying my picks. So I'm so glad we're doing it that way. That's why I say we watch wrestling totally different. I think they got tons of guys to wrestle Cody.
Okay, so Cody has been champion since April. Have you seen any match that's been worth your time that he defended?
He hasn't had a bad one. The problem is he's never been in peril. That's not on the wrestlers. That's how they book the match. He's never been in peril. The only time he's been in peril since he's been champion, because he wrestled Lesnar before he got the title.
Right. And there was no problem. You didn't have to do anything. It's because it's Brock Lesnar. That's why. Again, they don't have the people on the roster that can do those things.
That's not true.
Then who's the guy? Who's the guy on the roster that's going to do it? Who's the guy on the roster that when you see that name next to Cody's name, you'll be like, oh man, I got to see that.
Oh, that's the Winged Eagle. They brought the Winged Eagle back. Yes. Yes. I knew they were going to bring that belt back, man.
What?
The Winged Eagle. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's the belt that you have over there.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hail the greatest, second greatest belt of all time. Oh my God. I loved it. Oh man, that thing looks so beautiful on TV after all these years.
Why do you put blue on it?
Oh, huh?
Why you put blue strap on that?
Oh my God, you complain about everything.
Because it's a blue strap. Who the hell wants a blue strap? I want
Where
no
you
blue
see
strap.
a blue strap? That's
It
the
look
light.
like the strap looks blue to me.
That's a light. That's the lighting. That's not the blue. Here they got blue lights on. Oh
It
my
don't.
goodness, that belt looks so good, man. When you have
That's all right.
when you have that big W belt and then you have this,
Wait, so that's Cody's new belt?
no, they're just letting them borrow it for tonight. They should bring it back. They've been saying they were going to bring it back forever or some version of it.
I'm trying to ask you, is that the belt that you have?
Yes, that's my belt that's hanging up there.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, the belt looks so nice, man. When you look at the current title and then you look at that, he should really lose it tonight. Now that would be great if he really lost it, because that'll be like a slap in the face to him. Like you finally got the belt on TV that you've been wanting, and now you lose it the first time. But they did say Friday that Triple H had a surprise for him, so that was a surprise. But Kevin Owens came and beat him up, so he never let him get a. See, my issue with Cody is he doesn't. So I don't like him. Okay, so if you're talking crap about me, you know you want to fight me or stuff like that, I'm not gonna come out in my suit and fight you. Or what these wrestlers do now that I hate. If a man's talking trash in the ring, don't come to the ring with your belt on. Just come down and fight him. So there's little things in his character. To me, Cody could stand a heel turn. So his current character is suited better to be a bad guy. But I know why they won't do it, because hell, the kids love him. He's basically John Cena 2.0. But his character is suited to be a bad guy. Like that, I'm gonna wear the suits and I'm gonna talk to you in the big words. Kevin Owens is more like his dad. Oh my goodness, look at the belt, man. Come on, man. Y'all can't have this on TV and then go back to that ugly ass belt. You can't do it, man. You just can't do it. You can't do it.
There's a big chair for the belt.
Because you see the current belt?
I mean, the crowd, when the belt was put up, they would cheer louder.
Do you see what the belt looks like? That's why.
Kevin Owens is like Liv Morgan from the SummerSlam match, right?
Yeah, KO, and we don't know KO's contract status. I think his contract is coming due soon. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't re-sign, but I mean, unless he wants to go wrestle in front of 500 people,
his career has been mediocre at best.
See, yeah, you full of crap. You just crapping on me right now.
Are you serious?
That's
been mediocre at best. You trying to tell me Kevin Owens been on a high level the last couple years?
The man got Stone Cold Steve Austin out of retirement. Come on, man.
Stop it.
Come on, man.
That's the only thing good. And that was 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. In the last 2 years, what has Kevin Owens done?
Then he main evented Mania the following year.
Oh, please. In a tag team match. Come on.
But I said everything I bring up, you're like, oh no.
Nobody.
It's like every fact is like, no, but you're not button.
No, I mean it didn't mean anything. You could be in the main event. That don't mean anything.
I don't know what his contract's that. I think I know a couple of months ago they were talking about his contract coming due soon. So I don't know if I don't know I know Sami Zayn read up. I don't know if and Drew, all of them read up. I don't know if he's doing it. And I wonder what they're paying Becky Lynch. She's supposed to show up Monday. Well, January 6th.
Everything's happening January 6th.
Yeah, because that's the
day that
that's the insurrection.
Yeah, that's the insurrection day. That's Raw. Raw to Netflix. But see, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is why, because where you like to blame Cody, I blame the booking of the match. So let's look at this. Let's look at this in context. You're on Saturday night's main event. You're in the main event. Kevin Owens power drived your best friend Randy, and then Kevin Owens has attacked you. Kevin Owens beat you up outside of a bus, and you guys are coming out doing what? Collar and elbow tie-ups. It's the body of the match. So they never start off hot enough to get you so invested that you're just like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. You know how this match should have started? You remember Kevin Owens and Randy Orton against the Gorillas of Destiny? Paris?
Yep.
That's how this match should have started. That's how this match should have started. And it would have got, the crowd would have been into, I don't know, because I have my TVs down, so I don't know what's going on, but the crowd would have been going insane. And then you could slow it down at some point, but have a sprint for like 2 or 3 minutes. Have a sprint, slow it down, get the people, give them.
That's what they're doing right now. Kevin Owens is working on Cody's legs right now.
Yeah, he's slow. Yeah, well, yeah, but he's slow. He's slowing it to a slower pace. But that's what I'm telling you is the body of the when you look at Cody's matches this year. I know y'all crapped on the match at Mania because y'all talk about how overbooked it was and everything.
Oh my God, it was. Oh my goodness.
But that was a sprint though. Those people never had a chance to get let down in that match. Never had a chance to get let down. When you have a match where this man beats you up at every turn, this guy's beat you up, and you come out to the ring and you don't just obliterate him for like 2 minutes, and then if he gets you a nut shot or something, then he'll slow it down. But you give the people a chance to get that high, then you snatch it away from them. You build it back up, and see, I don't think they structure his matches right. That's what it ain't for no lack of talent. I mean, because we weren't saying that when he was wrestling Seth Rollins, but those were sprints. You know, we weren't saying that when he was wrestling Brock Lesnar.
And that's the other issue. You know, he didn't even wrestle Seth Rollins. There's an easy transition to continue in their feud, and this time being for the biggest prize. Like, that's the big failure of this whole thing. Like, he should be Seth Rollins should have, like, after WrestleMania, and really, I think you should trade out Kevin Owens for Seth Rollins. He should be the one acting like that. Like, we've been fighting against the Bloodline, and then you tagged up with the Bloodline, and you went in War Games with the Bloodline. He should have really had a real beef there. Seth Rollins should have been the guy we're watching right now with this. Not only would they have a great match, a way better match, but it just makes sense. I'm just saying, this whole thing is just so freaked up, man.
You know, Cody's going to Raw, right?
I don't care where they're going. You make the match happen. It doesn't matter. This Saturday night's main event, you just make the match happen. It's like a pay-per-view. Just make it happen. But I don't. Kevin Owens is just. I just get pissed off with him because I thought he was a lot more, and what he's showing me is a lot less. If he loses this match, man, that's it, man. It's over.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. This is like trying to talk to I don't know. I got nothing. I mean, you're gonna say Kevin Owens? Were you Jim Cornette now?
Hey, that's one of the greatest minds in the history of the business.
Mr. Whatever.
Oh, are you trying to disparage Jim Cornette of all people right now?
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and disparage Kevin Owens. That's all I'm saying. He's been
freaking up, man.
He again, I want him to win. Let's don't lose sight of that. I
understand.
I want him to win, and then they could, because and now you're telling me this about The Rock, which I haven't heard that, so I don't know. But if The Rock's not going to be available, then you could pivot Cody to John Cena. Easy. But in order to do that, you should take the belt from Cody.
Well, I think John Cena needs to win some matches before
hey, when you John Cena, you can skip the line. Sorry, you can skip the line. They got him for 1 year. He can skip the line. I don't want him to be champion again, but he's earned that right. That's like if Sting was his age and
you were having all kinds of problems with the thought of Sting winning the title again.
I wanted him to beat Seth Rollins. What are you talking about?
Nah, you had all kinds of problems, man.
No. When
you even said, I told you that the plan was for Seth Rollins to lose the Sting when he injured him, and you were like, "Oh no, there's no way this old guy."
No, I said I didn't want Sting to continue after he got hurt. That was my thing. Go back to the Sting show. I never when I was like, oh my goodness, he should beat Seth Rollins here. It'll be great because Seth Rollins is a heel, so you can always beat a heel. That's what they're there for. You can beat the heel.
He almost got pinned right there.
You can beat the heel champion.
He almost got pinned right there. You got to cut it. Cody cut us for days.
Man, you really don't like. But so two of your least favorite guys in the ring right now. Huh?
How is he my least favorite? I love Cody Rhodes wrestling.
So you think Seth? So Charles Robinson is more over than Cody Rhodes to you?
No, Charles Robinson is amazing.
I love the touch with the throwback uniform. Yeah, the referee uniforms. Can't believe they used to wear those. I could imagine how they were burning up in that ring. Man.
With all this action going on, I could never.
That's crazy. Hey, man, can you believe it's 117 people watching right now? That's like, sometimes when I think about what people watch, because I do it too. Like I watch a lot of stuff I watch on YouTube. I'm not actually looking at the screen. I'm not actually looking at the screen. I'm just listening because I can't while I'm at work. But it's insane, man. So I do appreciate 117 of you watching, man. Do say something on Twitter though. It's I'm assuming you could comment over there because somebody did comment before. So you can't.
Hey, wait a minute. I just realized, where is Jesse Ventura?
He's at the announce desk.
He's talking right now.
Oh, okay.
But he don't keep up with the product. He don't know what to say. But you wanted him to do the whole show.
I do.
If he was talking about some conspiracy or something, there you go. Oh God, ref bump. You know what should happen here? Well, okay, so one or two things are gonna happen. Kofi Kingston should come out here and help KO.
Why Kofi?
Because when he got the visual pin, but not the real pin. I don't like that. I never did like that in
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. It's because it's so overdone. Somebody coming down, another referee.
So you saw him get the 3 count, but he didn't really get it. But when KO was turning on everybody and they were like, oh, you turn on everybody. He was like, I didn't turn on Kofi. I like Kofi. And then on Monday Night Raw, Cody told Kofi that they were basically embarrassments. And Kofi just looked at him like with that look like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that one. So it would I mean in WWE nothing just happens, but
yes it does.
I would have Kofi even because Cody, KO doesn't need to another ref bump. Damn, what we AEW now? All these ref bumps.
You know he couldn't go all shoulder without an AEW slight. You know it was coming. The heel minister at his finest.
Hey man, because AEW is AEW cook themselves, not me.
But I actually feel like
we got just as much people watching the show right now as they probably have a collision.
Come on,
man. Oh,
the AEW hate is on fleek.
I don't hate them, man. A lot of my faves are over there, man. I just don't. You know my problem is, man. They should have just stayed in little brother's place. Dad never hit the chair. He didn't hit the chair.
So he's about to be done with.
Nah, don't lose like this.
He's about to be done with, Trevor. It's over. It's over. This guy's a a ham and egg is
Wait a
Bobby Heenan
minute.
with
The
this.
ref can't count a pin on the outside.
It's over. Again, he's a ham and egger. He
Ah,
doesn't belong in this business.
the ref can't
KO
count.
is an embarrassment, man. Did this piece of trash out my ring.
The ref cannot count the pin on the outside.
The ref makes the decisions.
The ref can't count the pin on the outside. He
Yes, he
can't.
can. He can do that if he wants.
Have you ever seen that before?
Never in my life, but we doing it tonight.
You can't do that. It's just like if a wrestler's foot is under the rope. You can't do it.
I feel like those outfits that the refs are wearing make them a little dumber.
Oh, shit.
Because when they're wearing their normal outfits, they actually know what to do.
Charles Robinson
Oh
getting
my
up
God!
there.
You see that sign? It says Virgil Hall of Fame.
He should be. If Coco Beware's in there, he should be.
Yeah.
Hell, Drew Carey's in the Hall of Fame. Oh crap, he did hit the chair. Okay. I didn't think he hit the chair. He did hit the chair. His face and his nose is busted. Okay, he face planted on that chair. I didn't think he did, but he really did.
Well, that's the best thing that could have happened. He does need a busted nose because the way he's been wrestling the last 2 years has been horrible.
Man,
What an embarrassment to this industry.
Yo, jeez. He's an embarrassment to the industry, but you love Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy is amazing. What are you talking about? Kevin Owens needs to retire. Get the hell out of this.
Oh man,
He is trash. Kevin Owens is trash. He wasted everybody's time. He went on there on his soapbox talking all this crap, and now he comes out here and he loses for the second time in a main event match against Cody Rhodes. Why did we have this? Why did this happen?
Just let the guy live a dream.
And
I would have rather seen Seth Rollins tonight. It would have been a better match.
That's crazy though, because it's crazy because when Roman was 4 years, he wasn't doing this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you don't even like Roman's wrestling style.
I don't like Roman, but I understand the value and the image. So I'll use something. Either you have in-ring talent or you have that image and mystique. Roman got image and mystique, and that's where it ends right there. No talent. So just lean in on that. Like they wasted all that time. He should still be champion right now. And we should be going to January 6th, and he could lose the title first episode. Man. Boom, Cody gets him. That would have been perfect.
You're crazy as hell.
I'm not crazy. I'm making too much sense. Ask your 116 what time it is. And they're going to be right there with me.
See, I like that Becky Lynch in NXT.
Oh, she talk about trash. They're going to have that piece of trash right there. Becky Lynch. Oh, my God. I mean, what can I say? I mean, she's just garbage.
So I don't disagree with you on that. We can't agree on that.
Okay.
If we go down the roster, I could probably run through 15 girls before I get to her.
Yes.
As being any good. Where's Mocha? Oh, she's sleeping? Oh, okay. Oh man, well there you go, man. So I'll say this overall. I wanted KO to win, so that sucks. And Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler, but I still thought he should have lost. So glad that the Winged Eagle title, I mean, even though it's only back for tonight, now we go back to, but it's crazy because it's like you can't give us this and then go back to that. Like you just can't do it, man. They're gonna have to do some type of compromise and come with some. They're gonna have to do something because that looks ridiculous. And I bet TKO should pull rank and be like, hey, the guy looks so much better with that belt on than that big stupid W belt. Let's do that one. Let's do that one and just make that be the belt. But I think
are they doing something special on the Shop WWE with that title tonight?
I don't know. I'm gonna check. Yeah, normally when they do that, they're gonna be trying to sell it for maybe give you 20% off because that's about all they're doing.
That's crazy.
They're not giving you any deals on much of anything. I was just on there the other day trying to look at some stuff, but yeah, they're not giving you deals on anything. I want a Dolphins belt. That bastard is still $600.
$600.
Yeah, they're not budging on that. Those NFL belts, yeah, they're ridiculous. They are ridiculous. They won't budge on them. They will not budge on them. But I thought if this show was as it was with no commercials,
yeah,
I'd have thought this was really, really good because
it was.
The match quality to me was really good. I thought this was Liv Morgan's best match video ever. And then I'm not just saying that, but because Io Sky is that awesome, but this is the best I've seen Liv Morgan look in the ring. Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre is the man, and him and Sami Zayn put on a hell of a show. Shout out to Sami Zayn wearing the stars in his trunks, Macho Man tribute. And the triple threat. MD even sent a message in the group that he loved the triple threat. I thought the triple threat was great. The triple threat could have been a little bit longer, but when you have those commercials, that does it. My thing is they shouldn't have had the women's U.S. title match on this show. They should have kept this show to 4 matches,
right,
and do the U.S. title show on SmackDown. It was a SmackDown tournament anyway, so they should have done it there. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but this show passes for me. Wasn't a fan of the outcome of the main event because I don't like the 2 ref bumps. Ref bumps aren't supposed to work in favor of the babyface. Ref bumps work in the favor of the heel. So again, like what did I say earlier? Cody Rhodes should be a bad guy. Cody Rhodes is booked as a heel in a babyface body. Seriously. That's how he's booked. So you don't agree with me?
I said I do.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm telling you, Cody Rhodes is a bad guy. You can see him being this condescending. Shout out to Johnny Fair in the building. Oh man, listen, man. Johnny, when I saw the Winged Eagle title, man, I was a kid again. I hope that belt shows up on weekly TV. I know it won't, but I hope it does, man. But what's your closing thoughts on the show, Venkat?
The show was way better, way better than Survivor Series. That was straight trash. But this show was good. It was like you said. I really wish the outcome had been different in the end, but you can't hate it for that. The matches were good and entertaining. I think the presentation was nice. It had a nice throwback feel. It was good. It's probably one of the better shows of the year. Mm-hmm. Top 3, I would think.
All right, what was your thoughts then?
It wasn't the best.
It wasn't?
Yeah.
Why not?
I thought it could be better, especially the last match.
What specifically?
Okay, I agree with everything that you said about Cody losing the belt and all the other stuff. So that's why I wasn't a big fan of the last match.
So you wanted Cody to, and listen again. I see, because I don't want to come off like everybody knows Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler, but I've seen the story finish. That's all I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I even said he could have the belt for 2 months, and I'd have been perfectly fine. I don't need him to go on a Hulk Hogan run or a Roman Reigns run. I don't believe any champion needs to do that anymore. Not with all the talent that you have. Because if you're going to make it like a UFC feel like anything can happen, those guys can get knocked out at any moment. So I'm okay with guys not being champion forever. I just wanted to see him win the title. So that's why I even said going into the show, hey, I hope Kevin Owens wins. So, but Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler, man. It's not, nothing's changing there, but I think he needs a character change because what's going to start happening, the fans are going to turn on him because fans are fickle. So they're going to start turning on him because they're going to be tired of the smiling good guy, the smiling baby face coming out, kissing babies and things like that. He's going to get that John Cena treatment soon. So I think what he should do when Randy Orton comes back, he should just kick him square in the balls and just do it dirty and just be like, I'm tired of kissing your babies. I'm tired of doing this. And, you thought Jesse sounded great. See, I didn't get to hear it because I didn't want the TV to pick up in the back of here.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I have my volume down too.
So I didn't hear. Oh man, now I got to go back and listen there because I didn't hear a word from him just because I got the volume down. I did want to hear how he sounded because I was saying he doesn't keep up with the product. He doesn't know what's going on. But nevertheless, man, January 8th. Yeah, January 8th, we'll be doing our year in 2024 awards. And come January, all the proper shows will be back. So I see you got a show scheduled for TFP, but that's like January 20th. So
21st.
That's 21st. That's the day after
the inauguration.
So you guys aren't doing the show before that?
No.
Okay, so you come back January 20th. All right.
Yep. I think that there's no reason to come back earlier than that.
Because what's going to be bigger than that?
Exactly.
Yeah, was it, man? Y'all make sure and check out TFP from last week. I call shenanigans, but it is what it is.
It's real.
I mean,
and one more thing with that healthcare guy getting popped off.
Yeah,
I can't say enough about it.
You know what's funny though? After y'all so because I always go back and I listen to everything, and I'm like, you know what? I get where they're coming from because I had it in my mind that Trump was going to be the super duck. Like that was it. It's like nothing here. But after I went back and I listened, I'm like, you know what? They basically scapegoated Biden and said that had it not been for Biden, Trump wouldn't be in office. So he gets to be the super duck. And after that, I was like, okay, I get it. I see what they did there. It was still shocking though, because I mean, anybody that watches TFP knows. I mean, the show basically was designed to rip Trump. Like literally, that's the.
It shocked me. I was surprised. I was really surprised MD co-signed it, and then I was like, damn, Ricardo thinking the same way too. My goodness. It had to happen. I didn't even know myself fully days going into it, but then I just keep thinking about it and I keep replaying all the events that led up to the moment, and it's 100% on the feet of Biden because of his selfish, egotistical, and opportunistic ways. Donald Trump is the friggin' president right now. Oh well, on the 20th.
Yeah, once I went back and I because at first when I heard, I'm like, come on, man. Like I was like, man, I'm feeling more about this than I probably should. But yeah, when I went back and I listened, I'm like, all right, it makes all the sense in the world. But man, I'm about to get out of here because I got to come back tomorrow afternoon for Beyond the Scoreboard. Hopefully the Dolphins. Hey, you talk about a must win. Kevin Owens didn't have a must win. The Dolphins have a must win tomorrow. They got 4 games left. They cannot lose any of them. They have to win the remaining 4 games to have a chance. So tomorrow
is a chance to get in the playoffs?
Yeah, a chance for the playoffs.
You think they're gonna get in the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't know because we got Texans tomorrow, which historically we can't beat them. We should be able to, but historically we don't. The Jets are going to try to play spoiler. You got the 49ers, which is always a tough out. And then we got Cleveland in the snow. So I don't know. We should, but I don't know. This is playoff football right here. But nevertheless, I'll be here to sound off about it. Win, lose or draw. You know I'm going to be here to talk about it. So I'll be here tomorrow about 4:20 for Beyond the Scoreboard. Y'all make sure and come through. But Hassan Tahir, peace, Johnny Fair, peace, everybody watching over on Twitter. Man, I wish I could get y'all to drop a comment or something in the chat. But, I'm just glad that you're watching, man. But
I also want to acknowledge that the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis and Dame, they go into the finals of the NBA Cup. They won today. They beat the Atlanta Hawks. I think it was 110 and 102.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are they still doing that mid-season tournament thing?
Yeah.
So that's just a new thing they do.
Yeah, every year. So there's something to fight for, not just the NBA championship. Now you have another thing.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Is it 2-on-2?
No. there's certain games early in the season that count for a record, and they break up every team into like Group A, Group B, Group C, and who has the best records in a certain time span qualify for the single elimination tournament. And then from there, the ranking of the record that you amass during that time period will be, you'll get the first seed, second seed, so on and so forth. You play out your matchups, single elimination, till we get a winner at the end. So the Bucks are number 1 seed in the East. The Thunder's number 1 seed in the West. The Bucks just beat the Hawks to get to the finals, and the Thunder is playing right now the Houston Rockets. So if whoever wins that will play the Bucks in the finals in the final game Tuesday. The Lakers won it last year, and they put up a banner. So
there was a question, but I need Mike. Mike has to be on to answer that question because I wanted to do it on one of the last wrestling shows, or TFP. Is a sidebar question that I heard on a show. I gotta find the clip, but I definitely want to hear y'all because when I heard him say it, I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. But then I say, you know what? If I ask Venkat, he's probably going to agree with it. So I got to find.
I end up agreeing a lot with stuff Mike says.
No, Mike didn't say this. This was somebody else. No, this was somebody else I heard say it, but I want to hear what Mike has to say about it. I never posed a question to him, and I wanted to pose it to you, but I need to find the clip where I heard it because I don't want to misconstrue what the guy said. It was Dan Lebitard. Dan Lebitard said something, and when I heard him say it, I'm like, man, that's got to be the dumbest thing I heard. But when people start agreeing with him, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's so disrespectful. But it had to do with what's the guy in the Jokic or Nicole? What's his name?
Joker. Yeah. Jokic.
It had to do with him, but I gotta find the clip, and I think that'll be a tremendous basketball topic. Just because
I hope they're not disrespecting the Joker.
No, not nothing of the sort. They're disrespecting everybody else based on him.
Okay.
I thought it was when I heard it. I'm like, man, I'm about to unsubscribe from your channel. I gotta find it. Damn it, man. I gotta remember when I heard him say this. Oh,
and what about your thoughts about the healthcare killing?
So I didn't know. I never sat and watched what happened. Because I've been trying to disconnect from everything, man. I don't really know the full story. I just know I've been seeing like this gunman, unload
shoot him in the back.
Yeah. So what was the deal with that? What was up?
Well, what we find out is he wrote down on the shell casings, deny, delay, some title of a book that talks about the healthcare insurance in America, healthcare companies in America denying people healthcare access and services. So, like, it's an average of like over 40,000 people a year that die from denied healthcare access. And the number one company that denies people the most is United Healthcare. So the guy that he killed and shot, he was the CEO of United Healthcare. And
so he's basically John Kramer then. Because you know that was the reason John Kramer was doing the stuff he was doing on Saw, because he was denied for his surgery.
Oh yeah, and I justify with Jigsaw all day.
Oh wait a minute,
Jigsaw the freaking hero. We got a plaque up on the wall.
hey, you know what's funny though? Because last night me and my wife were talking, and she was like, "Oh man," she was talking about Friday the 13th, and I say, Jason was kind of justified.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
Because not for nothing, they let him drown. I said, now he was justified for the first two movies. After that, he kind of was, going a little overboard. But
it's a death curse, man. He's protecting his area.
But John Kramer, that was the reason why he did it, was because of the being denied the coverage.
Yep.
Especially, I think, what was that, Saw 6, where he actually got the guy that denied him. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's yeah, but that's so the guy did die though. So what about the gunman?
They've just found him. So they were having trouble finding him, but then they found a image of him taken down. He had a mask on, like one of those COVID masks,
Yeah.
and he pulled the mask down, smiling at a girl that asked him to put the mask down, and that image is what pretty much undid his whole thing.
Facial recognition.
Right. So he was at a McDonald's, and I guess one of the people at McDonald's recognized him from the news and stuff, and they called the police, and then they got him right then and there. Now, ever since that happened, that particular McDonald's has been getting a bunch of bad reviews. People pissed off that they ratted out the guy like that, but he has like all these followers and people that are like on his side, and
yeah, but come on, man, that's wickedness there. Now, come on, now,
not necessarily. Okay, so
now,
think about it.
Wait a minute.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. A rich white man is so important that when he dies, we're worried about his death, his wife lost, his kids lost, and all that. This guy, sitting when he was alive, was having people deny. They even had software that would automatically deny people for multiple reasons, just so they could expedite the whole thing. They have the highest denial rate, 34%. I think the next closest is like in the teens. They're 34%. And 40,000 plus people, which means their only crime was that they didn't have money. And they're dead. Those people are dead. So he can do what he did.
Man.
It's without nothing. But the moment he has repercussions, whether you agree with it or not, the actions he did created those repercussions. And now we're supposed to cry for this guy, shed tears. I don't think even Joe Rogan said I ain't shedding tears for that guy. Even Joe Rogan said it.
So just so y'all know what's happening here, hell no. You see,
What? Go ahead.
I know you're not. I know you're not justifying it.
How am I not? Hey, I just had the discussion with MD. MD called me a Bolshevik.
Oh man,
MD called me Bolshevik. But I'm trying to figure out why is it people in society is cool with the underprivileged people that don't have money that were being exploited through insurance. Imagine you pay every month, every week, every paycheck, you're paying for health insurance day in, day out. You may not have even used it. And now you're like in year 3 and something horrible happened to you that you need a procedure done. And then they deny you. They make up a reason to deny you. You paid in on it all that time, and they deny you. And they're denying you because of profits, because it's more profitable to deny than it is to treat, right? And the other thing is, when you look at it from the point of view of the insurance company, like when you have a car insurance, right? If you don't pay for your car insurance, they immediately rat you out to the police, right? And like you could go to jail if the police find you on the street without insurance driving around. So that means the average person, the consumer, has to pay. There is no, I don't feel like paying today. And if they don't pay, they have consequences. But the insurance company on their end, they can just look at it and just say, no, I'm not paying. We're not paying for this. And there's no consequence. So you tell me.
Hold on. Venkat.
Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, come up here real quick if you can. I got to ask you a question. You don't, I get what you're saying, because I've lost family members to illnesses that the insurance companies wouldn't cover. But at no time did I ever say, I want to play a game. For years, you've denied such and such. Now it's live or die. You choose, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. That's crazy. You can't justify. You can't justify what he did by that. That's
okay.
insane,
So
man.
since he popped this guy in the ass a couple times, right? Since he done killed this guy, we just had an election, and through that whole election cycle of about 2 years now, we have not heard any words about health insurance, healthcare industry, and so on and so forth. This guy did this act. All of a sudden, the entire nation is fully engaged, and everybody's saying their trials and tribulations throughout the years, the people that they've lost, the problems they've had, and there's a actual national discussion about this now. There was I told MD this, and he tried to discredit it, but I don't believe what MD is saying on it. But there's an insurance company that wanted to restrict a certain service that I think a day or two before the killing happened. And then literally less than 24 hours after the killing, they retracted it and changed course on that. Now, MD said it's for some other reason, but it's hard for me to believe that they would do that on their own or in influence on consumers saying, well, we don't want to pay that higher premium, blah, blah, blah. It's because of what happened. And this is something that's long coming. Now, we could have bypassed all these issues had we had been engaged as voters, as citizens, and paid attention to when Obamacare was being crafted, and we could have gotten the healthcare that we needed in 2010. We didn't choose to do that because that requires work and attention. You know, Americans we're lazy. We just want things just quick and easy without any consequences or pain. So now we've come to this point where it's not just Democrats and left-leaning people. It is now Republicans as well. Republicans on YouTube are talking about it the same way you're saying about how, oh, he's the father, he's this, you shouldn't kill somebody, it's not justified. And then they're going on the platform and leaving messages pretty much saying you're out of touch with what Americans are going through. This is ridiculous. They're going to unsubscribe, all this stuff. So Republicans are even pushing back on it. So do I want people walking around with guns shooting up all the CEOs or whatnot? I'm not saying that. But if it happens, I ain't shedding no tear. Matter of fact, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to drive with my window down, and the wind will dry my tears.
So how come this is crazy? So how come when we're talking about, you know, like people that harm kids and stuff like that, and I emphatically say that they should get the death penalty. Like there's no, or they should be castrated. Like I always go to
I don't have a problem with that.
I always go to the most extreme measures. Oh,
Yes.
now you don't have a problem with that?
Okay, remember that episode of the Trilogy of Trash when I profiled that guy that
Yeah, that was MD. That
girl.
was MD giving me all that pushback.
Right, it wasn't me. I was all for it.
Yeah,
Chop it off. I don't care.
Yeah,
that's what it should be. It should be.
He was on that craziness.
Yeah, I believe in life there should be consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't understand why everybody think they have the right to disrespect, violate others, and they could just move around, you know, free willy, and it's all good. That don't work for me. So yeah, there should be consequences to things. You could say and do what you want. Just be prepared to deal with the repercussions.
So do you think a CEO, this your healthcare guy was the CEO of the company?
He was the CEO, but I found out that it's like, how can I put it? Okay, so like, you know, you got the NFL, right? That's the top, the whole league, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say you got like the Dolphins. They're a very popular, known, big NFL team, and you got the CEO there. So he's like that. Like he's like a branch of the company, the main part, but a branch. But then you have an overarching, bigger boss on top of him. I
So
just found out about.
so you see where I'm driving at. He wasn't even the main dude. So
Yeah, a lot of people say what you're saying, but
no,
I'm
but
like,
hold on.
yeah, go ahead.
He wasn't even the guy that probably was responsible for the decisions. How many CEOs of companies actually make like the decisions? That a lot of that time that's just a title. They don't really have no decision making power.
I don't think that's the case, but even with that, it doesn't matter to me.
Oh,
It really doesn't. It doesn't matter to me at all. It really doesn't.
oh my goodness.
Because to me, like, I think people feel like, well, if you shoot somebody and they're dead, and that takes out the whole operation, then okay, then it was worth it. But there's no one kill death shot. There's no one pill to fix this. There's a series of events and actions and moments. This is just one little piece. So, I believe in that Malcolm X stuff. There's no justice, no peace. I don't see how you can create an environment that is completely harsh and unapologetic for certain people, and you get to go home at night, have your dinner, and be all good at home. I just don't understand that logic there. There should be some repercussions. There should be some hardship that comes back to you. And they've been sitting pretty for a long time. People have no recourse, no actions, no way of pushing back on this. So if people start popping them off,
Man,
I don't do it, but I'm not against it.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So Mike, 5 men strong is up here. So I wanted to ask y'all this question. I actually wanted to ask y'all this for a basketball show, but so I was listening to Dan Le Batard a couple months ago, and he said what I thought was the most ridiculous thing in the world. But when I started listening to it more, I'm like, I could bet you anything Venkat would agree with this. I said, this would be a great topic for Mike and Venkat to discuss. But it just never came up, and I never remembered. So now I remember. So now I ask y'all. So, what's the guy's name you say? Jokic?
Yeah, Nikola Jokic. They call him the Joker.
And how long has he been in the league?
I think since 2017, I believe.
So is that 7 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was saying something to the effect, and this is Dan Le Batard, that if you take Jokic's his first years in the league with all his accomplishments, all his numbers and everything, and you put it up against who would we say just overwhelming? I ain't trying to argue about this. Overwhelming, who would you say most people say the greatest basketball player of all time is? Jordan, right?
Right.
And who else?
Ugh.
It wasn't
LeBron and Kobe.
It wasn't LeBron who he said. He may have said like Bill Russell. Who has all the rings? Bill Russell, right?
Bill Russell, yeah.
Okay, so he was saying something to the effect that I could be wrong. I'm going to find the exact clip, man. It's going to take some time. But I kind of get a drift of what he was saying. He was saying if you line their careers up, basically pound for pound, where they are, where Jokic is right now, that he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Now hold up. Now, but hold on now. We're not looking at how long Jordan was in the league. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like LeBron got a 20-year career. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like if you were to line them up where they are right now, like where their careers intersected, which would be 7 years, the first 7 years, that his numbers are statistically better than everybody's. And that would in turn make him the greatest player of all time for what he is, those 7 years.
His numbers are historical, man. You can't deny it. But he's not a sexy look. Culturally, he's not as accepted.
Stop it.
But you can't deny. I mean, I know you people love like imagery and pompous. That's what you people like, but I like reality.
Others, Dom, you people?
Yeah, you people.
Wow.
What's going on, Mike? Go ahead,
I'm
Mike.
chilling, fam. I'm chilling. Yo, first off, I wish I was in that last conversation because I'm all for murdering them all. Kill them all.
Oh, jeez.
I knew Mike was going to be
You know,
on
I'm team
team.
get them. I'm
Team get
still
'em.
mad. I'm still mad. Gangsters ain't get rid of. I'm still mad. Gangsters ain't get rid of that dude who the dude that killed the dude with the hoodie. The Spanish dude who killed a little boy with the hoodie. Was
Oh, you
getting
mean
Skittles.
Trayvon?
Oh, Zimmerman.
I'm still
Yeah.
mad they ain't kill him. So I ain't the one to come with talking about, but Michael, murder's wrong. Nope, kill him. And I wouldn't feel bad
Exactly.
about it. But I
Exactly.
digress because Trevor don't like me talking like that. Let's be clear. The reason why I think these comparisons are so off is because Jokic grew up in the world of professionals at 14, AAUs, and all that. Jordan and them and Dr. J and Bill Russell, they grew up in a time where people wouldn't even let you play if you was a rookie in college. You would have to sit there and learn. Because if you only go off of stats, you could literally say that Matthew Stafford is better than Kurt Russell. If you go off of just stats. I mean, Kurt Warner, excuse me, just stats.
Well,
Just stats. Because the stats today, no, I'm saying
But to be fair
because
though,
today,
Mike.
look at football. Today is nothing but a passing league. All
No,
they do
but
is
to be
throw.
fair, Bill Russell is harder because the only reason is because in his day they weren't keeping certain stats. Like Bill Russell technically might be the greatest blocker of all time, but
Maybe.
we weren't keeping track back then. But he was blocking people like crazy.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the
Yeah.
greatest rebounder of all time?
It's not it might be. No, I don't think it's not Barkley.
No, it's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Rodman.
No, it's not Dennis Rodman.
It's
is
Dennis Rodman. Cut it out.
Dennis Rodman. Obviously, you don't know a guy named Will Chamberlain.
Top 10.
Oh, get out of here! Oh, get out of here with Will.
Will Chamberlain averaged 50 points.
They played
and
60,
25 rebounds a
they
game.
Take that
as
back.
many
Let's
games.
say Wilt. Let's say Wilt. Is Will Chamberlain your top 5?
He should be, yeah. He's
no,
one
I
of the
didn't say
great.
he should be. I said, is he in your top 5 players of all time?
He would if I'm doing top 5 as far as like historical fact for the league, yes, he is. But if I'm doing my top 5 for favorite,
I said top 5 players of all time. Is he
he
in your
is a
top 5 players
player
of all time?
He is a top 5 player.
That's why I asked you. Is he in your top 5 players of all time?
Yes, he is. Yes, he
You're
is.
lying.
Stop it.
You know you lying.
Stop it.
You can name 15 players before you think about naming Wilt Chamberlain. So stop lying.
Wilt Chamberlain is a beast, man.
I didn't say he wasn't. I said he's your top. See, you're trying to get into the, if somebody's I don't give a damn how much blocks Bill Russell had. I don't care. Bill Russell was a defensive player. This is not a league that cares about defense. It's never been. Because who's the greatest defender in NBA history?
Bill Russell.
Is he in your top 5?
No, he's not.
Thank you very much. So don't give me blocks. Don't give me defense. When we talk about player, we're talking about certain stats. And when we talk about those certain stats, which with the number 1 is scoring in the league now, scoring is at a premium. They have people who can't shoot, shooting the ball like they can shoot. That wouldn't have stood back in the day. Back in the day, if you were a 3 and you shot a 3-pointer, they will put your ass on the bench. Who the hell told you to shoot that 3? You're not a 1 or a 2. Get in that paint. They didn't start letting people shoot 3s like that till Pippen. And even Pippen was kind of, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to shoot every once in a while, but I'm going to the paint. They didn't let you do that. And before Pippen, before Jordan, when it was just Dr. J and it was all them, they wouldn't let Dr. J go off like they let Jordan go off. So you can't compare them. They literally, and I mean this literally, they literally let Jokic do whatever he wants. Hey, Jokic, you want to be a baller that scores all the points? Go right ahead. Hey, Jokic, you want to be just a guy who sits back, scores 15 points and makes a bunch of assists? Go ahead and do that. They let him do whatever he wants.
So wait,
because the team is built around him.
So wait a minute, you're saying because he doesn't have the restrictions that maybe Jordan or whoever would have had.
Jordan did not have no restrictions.
Of course, his number's going to look better.
I'm saying he came up in a time that's different. He came up in a time where they would never allow a center to do. If Jokic was in 1950, he would have 20 points and 10 assists,
I
10
get that.
rebounds.
I
That's
get
it.
what you're saying. I totally get that. There's a lot of validity to what you're saying there.
Of course, because Mike is right. So
But
all you need to know is you should not be. I don't think they should be comparing people from different eras. You shouldn't.
it's
You shouldn't.
just
It doesn't
the
make
way
sense.
the way Joker is on that team and the way it's ran. Everything is ran through him. Offense and defense is just ran through him, and he can kill you with the assist. I never seen people get killed with an assist from a big man in that way. It's just
Yes,
crazy.
you have.
Yeah, but
Not-
hold
You
on,
look
hold
at
on.
Shaq.
Not the
Shaq
way
and
they
Arvidas
do it.
Sabonis. Shaq,
No, yeah,
Arvidas,
Man,
Sabonis.
that's
They
it's
just didn't
similar.
let them do
It's
it.
similar.
Get out of
It's
here
similar
with
to.
Sabonis.
Hey,
No,
Sabonis was a
Sabonis
beast.
is great.
They just
Yeah,
didn't
Sabonis
let
was
them do
amazing.
it. They
was
Hey,
just
wait,
amazing.
hold on, Venkat. But look at what you said. They're literally run the entire team through him.
Exactly.
Jordan had a lot of help, man. People don't want to admit
He had
that.
a bunch of help.
So that would still make Jordan better because
No,
even with all the help that he had to still
no.
put up the
Jordan
type
was
of numbers
taking.
he did.
Jordan was taking shots. The Joker is finding guys and running in the flow of the offense. He's not pushing the issue like Jordan would. Jordan would get me the ball and get out the way. His own words. It's a
Hey,
different mentality when it comes to
here's
Joker.
That's 100% right. Jordan has a different mentality, but here's the difference is if Jordan was born in 1996
Yeah,
instead of 1980 whatever, he wouldn't be like Jordan.
I think he still
He
would be
would
that way.
score, but he would be more of an assist. He'd be more like Kobe. He'd be closer, he'd be closer to who would he be today? He'd probably be a taller SGA. Or a taller, what's the white boy in Dallas? He'd be like him, but a better shooter.
That guy be
Because
missing.
that's what I'm
Luca be
saying. Yo, he'd be
missing.
missing, but Jordan make the
Luca be
shot.
missing like hell,
Fa-
man.
But that's what I'm telling y'all. They came up in different eras. So I can't compare them because if Jokic came up in the 50s, he wouldn't have been Jokic. If Jordan came up now, he'd be a three-point shooting weirdo.
Yeah, but I get that. Yeah, it'll always change, but we just dealing with what we have in front of us.
But
And for
you
what?
can't do that because if you do that, then Sam Darnold is in comparison with some of the with Warren Moon or something like, and you can't do that because them
Hey,
dudes ain't in their stratosphere because
Sam
they
Darnold
passed.
gonna be the runner for the MVP this year.
Say it again.
Sam Darnold gonna be the runner up for the MVP this year.
And and think about it. What year is Sam Darnold in?
6.
And
6
how many
or
good
7?
years has he had?
1. This one.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And he shouldn't be in the running. You know as well as I do, he should be 5th at best. But they won't give it to a running back. They won't give it to a defensive player.
Saquon Barkley should win the MVP this year.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Even Lamar. Lamar's having. Did you see the video where they said they showed Lamar's only 3 picks of the year and none of them were his fault?
Well, Lamar, Josh Allen should be the runaway MVP. So
Why? Josh Allen, look at their stats. Josh, look up Lamar and look up Josh. The only thing Josh Allen did was look good against Patrick Mahomes. That's all he did.
Josh Allen just had a 6 touchdown game. Like, what are you talking about?
He had a game. Yes, I said look at all his games.
Listen, I gotta face him twice a year. The man is awesome. I know.
No, that just means the Dolphins suck. You should have been used to that by now.
Boy, here we go.
Y'all defense is garbage. You should have been used to that by now. I told y'all at the beginning of the year before any football was played that Josh Allen would be trash until he got a good receiver. And he was trash until he got a good receiver. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but his numbers are better. His numbers are better this year without Stephon Diggs.
His numbers are better this year because they're running the ball. They didn't run the ball with Stephon. When they had Stephon Diggs and them other boys, they were throwing it. They were giving the ball to Josh and saying, save us. You're our captain. Save us. The second they got rid of Stephon, they were like, hey, we heard this thing called a running game. We're going to do running game and defense. And then when it comes to crunch time, we're going to let you do whatever. They tried to do that. It didn't work. y'all keep forgetting that part. Go look at the beginning of the season. It did not work. Then they went out and got a quality #1 receiver, and all of a sudden, Josh Allen looked good again.
Wait a minute, who's their #1? They only got Mac Hollins and some other nobody. Who's their #1?
No, they traded for what's his name?
For who?
Man, please don't, bro. I don't want to. I'm at work. You're gonna make me think.
Yeah, I mean, my brother-in-law is the biggest Buffalo fan in the world. They got nobody he's throwing the ball to. Nobody.
No, dude, now I gotta look. Hold on.
They're not throwing the ball to anybody, man. They're not. Let me look up Buffalo's roster right quick.
Amani Cooper. That's who they went and got.
Oh, come on.
Hey, don't you dare. Amani Cooper was putting up 1,000-yard seasons with no quarterback in Cleveland.
Mike, while I got you on here, what's your thoughts on Jay-Z?
Yo, you know what? Hey, if I say what I say about Diddy, and I know that this is a Bill Cosby thing where he tried to do some things and people, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he didn't diddle people. I don't want people to hear me. I'm not saying that.
That's actually a verb now. We're going with that.
Diddy the diddler. I'm not saying he didn't diddle. Diddly diddly back in the middle of little diddly diddle diddle diddly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, did he diddle people? Maybe. I wasn't there, but we're leaning toward maybe yes, right? Nobody gave a damn until this. Now it's a problem. Now, when the people want to go against him, now all of this evidence is coming out. It's like all this stuff you're talking about was here 10 years ago. Where was it? Where did it come from? Where did it come from?
Mike, I don't know, man. Amani Cooper not even in their top receiving. There's some guy named Khalil Shakir that I never heard of.
Yes, it's not the fact that he's throwing it's the fact that they have a #1 receiver that they have to respect. But go look at it.
Cooper has 200. Cooper has 200 yards this season.
Yes, because he's being double teamed. Do you not know how football works?
I mean,
know you know how football works.
Tyreek Hill is double team, and he's still on pace for 1,000. I mean,
nobody in their right mind runs as fast as that man. So stop capping. What happened? Hey, what happened when Tyreek went down? Was Jalen that good? Exactly my point.
Jalen's always Tyreek Hill, since he's been with the Dolphins, only missed one game. Like, what are you talking about? And then Jalen stepped up and had a damn near 200-yard game. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about seasons. No, I'm saying I said it backwards. When what's his name got hurt and they pigeoned in on.
Yeah. Well, that's because our coach is a buffoon. He can't. Yeah. Oh, and did you hear what they did today? They got rid of the backup quarterback. So I don't think we even got a backup quarterback anymore.
You know what's gonna happen?
Hey.
You know what this is, right? This is the curse of the Giants. I told you in the preseason thing, don't make fun of my Giants or it's going to come back on you. And then you had to say one more comment. And I said, watch, you're going to get it. And that's what your season has been. You brought this on yourself.
We need to go get Daniel Jones, man, because if geez.
Sir, did you just say that out loud?
Yeah. If we ain't got no backup quarterback, why not?
If you sign Daniel Jones, you still ain't got no backup quarterback, man.
Yeah, they got rid of they cut Skylar Thompson today. I'm not crying for him because he was no good, but we got no backup.
Bro, if you sign Daniel Jones, you doubling down on the curse. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Daniel Jones is garbage. He is a bag of trash.
Man,
trash bag human.
This thing was supposed to be. This thing was supposed to be an hour long. We in the 2 hour territory, boy.
And your retention on your viewership is only going up.
Yeah,
it has not wavered.
You know what's funny? That the Twitter audience, even though we stopped talking about wrestling an hour ago, they still here. So that's fantastic. But I'm about to go.
Yeah, I gotta go back to work.
Yeah, I'm about to go, man. But I'm going to find that exact clip that Levitar said. I pretty much was spot on. He basically was saying Jokic, based on where he is in his career right now, is the greatest player of all time, and he used those words. So that's not me making that up. I just want to get the exact verbiage. And when he said it,
I can understand it.
I knew you were going to say it. When he said it, I was like, Mike going to say this is stupid, and Venkat going to agree with it. And that's exactly what happened.
Now, remember, we're saying that Joker is like around his 7th year. The 7th year is when Jordan won his championship.
Yeah, and that's why they're saying
Joker won his championship 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that's why they're saying that he's so far that right now he's ahead of Jordan.
This is why I can't respect people.
I can understand that.
That's
This is why
stupid.
I can't respect
I think people forget those years of Jordan when
crazy.
he was scoring a lot of points, but the Bulls were just losing badly.
Because they had to play the Pistons. That's why.
No, not the Pistons. They were losing during the regular season, and they were losing against the Celtics. They were losing a lot.
This is why I can't respect people. Y'all need to decide what it means to be great, what it means to be the best. Because before, when it was just Jordan, then it was 6 championships means you the best. Now I won 2 championships early, so I'm the best. That don't mean, Dwayne Wade won a championship early. He ain't win nothing else till LeBron showed back up. That was he the best.
Well, nobody ain't giving Bill Russell respect. He got 11 championships.
You know why I ain't giving him respect? Because the man ain't scoring no points. That's why.
Yeah, on those Celtics teams.
Stop acting like you don't know what it is about points in this league.
We would have had championships on that team.
You know, he won as not only as a player, but he also as a coach.
Sir,
so the guy even coached people to championships.
Let's be clear.
I'm just saying.
The greatest basketball player.
You better give that guy his flowers.
The greatest basketball player of all time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Y'all need to stop. That man won in every level. Went like almost a decade without losing.
No, yeah. I mean, that's phenomenal stuff.
He's the greatest of all time, but the man didn't know how to play politics, and he was a surly, angry, get off my lawn man, and that's why nobody liked him. And then
his attitude.
And then he happened to be teamed with the smiliest, happiest Negro in the world, and then they took all his shine. That's why. That's it. That's why that man is mad, because he played the best. That man had the most unstoppable shot of all time, and he got all these championships. And
he won a championship outside of LA. He won it with the Milwaukee Bucks.
With the Bucks, yep.
And Oscar, big old
Jordan didn't win in high school, college.
Jordan could never win without Pippen.
Never.
Man.
But Pippen almost won without Jordan. That Portland Trailblazer team had a 15-point lead in the 4th quarter against the Lakers. And if they would have won that, they would have been in the final against the Pacers, which they would have probably swept.
To me, if you're the greatest of all time and a team damn near goes to the finals when you leave,
yes,
I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
That's true.
You don't.
That's true.
Ooh, Mike with the shots. Oh,
yeah, that's true.
If every team LeBron left
they went straight to hell.
They were crumbled, sir. Not just the whole organization.
As soon as LeBron leaves, they're dead.
Are y'all admitting that LeBron is better?
No, we're not.
What you mean admitting? I don't like Jordan.
I say that's why I preface that people. There's a consensus, but I always say LeBron is better than Jordan, and I get
not. That's blasphemous. And you come from our era, Trevor. What the hell, man?
I'll put it like this. Then I gotta go because I gotta run back to work. I'm on camera. Hey, LeBron. Hey, you know how I get down. LeBron is. If you were trying to make a perfect basketball player, LeBron James is what you would make.
Mike
if you were
is
trying
right.
to make a perfect mind of a basketball player, you would make Kobe Bryant. And if you put those two things together and you make the best basketball player, you would make Michael Jordan. He's just not the greatest, but he's the best. That's how I look at it. I think they're all in their own categories, because I think Kobe's mind is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I thought it was MJ until MJ was like, oh, what you said? He said he didn't like my shoes. I'm going to kill him and his mom on the basketball court. Kobe was like, I think he thought he didn't like my shoes. I'm going to murder everyone that looks like him. They just different. But LeBron is, I'm going to make the best play. It depends on what team you on. LeBron is the perfect physical embodiment of what you want. Just like in football, if you wanted to make a wide receiver, you would make Randy Moss. But Randy Moss isn't the best wide receiver of all time. That's Jerry Rice.
You got to get it. You know what? You got to get in on our comment. We was just having a conversation in my other group about this, and I said that Randy Moss was the greatest. If you were gonna put any receiver that could play today, it would be Randy Moss.
Of course.
Damn, man, there was something I was about to say. Hey, when? So I mean, come on, man. When are y'all gonna do the basketball show? Y'all see how Bones and Zay does Body Shot? They just record it and post it. They don't even have to do it live. So it's something they could just record in the background.
What'd you say, boss? I'm coming. You can handle that, Van Cat. You got that, Van Cat. Handle that. Much love, y'all.
Yeah, all right, Mike. Yeah, man, y'all. Hey, it's basketball talk to be had, but I'm not the guy to do it because I don't.
See, that's the problem. You don't want to do it, so now
It's not. It's you and Mike. You know.
Yeah, but Mike isn't as flexible as your schedule.
Man, they added an extra hour on my days now. I'm not. I be trying to rush to get home. That's why I've been starting all the shows at 6:30 because I've been getting home so late. Normally I get home about 4:30. Now I'm not getting home to damn near 6 o'clock. So it's like I had to rush to get home. So I'm not flexible in the least little bit now.
So it's heating up in basketball right now.
Yeah, and you need to talk about it. WNBA is going to be coming back soon.
You saw what happened with Caitlin Clark?
So
the MAGA people got pissed.
I saw something on Shorts where people talking crap about her, but I didn't really, pay attention to what was going on.
She was talking about black women deserve to have like attention and accolades thrown at them because they're the ones that carried the league for most of the last 25 years. Just saying, cordial things about black women in the league. But the MAGA people she acknowledged her white privilege, and the MAGA people got pissed. They got so pissed. Anytime white people have to admit about white privilege, they can't handle it. And because she said that, now they all after her now. But I can't disagree with anything she said. She didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything controversial, but in their eyes, it's controversy.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta get the basketball thing going because there's a
lot of topics.
Like I'm telling you, I don't watch basketball to the playoffs. Come on, it was literally as I'm sitting here now. There's 2 games on, and I was just looking at them, and then I just flicked it to turn on UFC. Like I don't watch basketball until playoffs. I don't even know what's going on with the Heat, So, but it's heating up, especially conversations like what we just had. Because I be wanting to ask you, like, what player do you think from our day you could drop in the league today and they'd be successful? Like, Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson are my favorite players of all time. I think Magic Johnson in his prime could play in today's league. I'm not sure about Charles Barkley. But I don't know because I just think the game is too fast for him. He was on the slower side. But I think Magic Johnson absolutely could play in today's game because he was so quick. But I don't think Barkley could do it. But Barkley is tougher than today's athlete. I tell you that crap. Did you see the guy in football that quit on his team just because he was hired? See, we've been having these arguments in my other groups, man. He was hired to be a replacement for a starter that got hurt. The starter came back. Now he's mad that the starter is back to take his position. He don't want to play because he's like, oh, I'm on a 1-year deal. He's like, damn, the contract that I signed, I don't want to play. So he just walks out on the team.
Wow.
Oh, Mike said, no, Mike, you're not the only one. Mike, listen, me and my brother-in-law was arguing for about an hour yesterday about that linebacker. All I'm saying is this. I get what he's saying because he's looking at, hey, I'm on a 1-year deal and I'm auditioning for another team. But the bottom line, dude, you signed the contract. Fulfill your contract. That's all I'm saying. You knew you weren't being brought in as a starter. You weren't being brought in like, oh, I'm this superstar linebacker. You were brought in as a linebacker to fill in for their superstar that got hurt. That's it. Yeah, and that's my thing too. Like, why did he even dress? If you knew what you were gonna, it's just like the boxer from a couple of years ago that came to the ring. They rang the bell. They did all the announcements. They rang the bell. Soon as they were supposed to meet in the middle, he leaves and goes back to the dressing room.
Oh, a finger poke of doom?
Worse. I gotta send you the video over some money issue. Hey,
wow.
Get your money. But what I'm saying is, don't come to the ring. Just don't show up, because now what's going to happen? That linebacker's not getting another job. He's not getting another job
He'd be crazy to hire him.
other teams are going to look at him and be like, bro, you a quitter. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I get it, man, but you still gotta. Hey, man, we had this argument all the time, man. You signed the contract, man. Like your name got to be worth something. I know, and the NFL is the least paid. They make the least amount of money. Biggest risk.
Isn't that crazy? The NFL is such a rich league. That's so crazy.
I get it, man, but he still signed the contract. I just wouldn't have went out there. You couldn't quit in the back. You could pull your coach to the side and be like, "Hey, man."
Maybe he wanted a spectacle. And
guess what? Now he don't get the money because now he breached his contract. They could breach the contract. It's just like, who was that? Antonio. What's the receiver from Tampa Bay? Antonio Brown, who I think he was playing for the Jets at the time, or whoever, but he just quit in the middle of the game. In the snow game, took his uniform off. So you think another team's going to get you now? I mean, but they're saying he got like mental issues or whatever. But whatever.
How do you retire at halftime?
Well, Vontae Davis did it. Former Dolphin Vontae Davis. He played for the Colts, but even with him, he played and he realized, hey, I can't keep up with these guys anymore. I'm done, and he quit like that. It wasn't over no money or anything like that. He was like, hey, I'm getting burnt out here. I'm a detriment to my team. I can't do this anymore. He just died this year. Was it this year or last year? Yeah,
goodness.
Found him dead. A young guy. Hell, shit. Vontae Davis, if I'm
not in the 20s.
No. He had to be like 30s. He had to be 30s. Because he got drafted in 2008.
Okay.
But it's just the point of he was getting burnt out there. So he knew he wasn't any good anymore. And so he quit. But I'm saying a guy that's out there, dude, they hired you to be the backup guy. What I'm saying, shout out to brother Ash in the building. All I'm saying is if the linebacker went in and broke his head, come on, man. That's the risk you assume playing football. Hey, I'll tell you a fun fact. I like to do these fun facts. I was at work the other day doing something that I've been doing forever, and a container almost broke my leg.
Oh, wow.
I assume the risk. When I'm at work, I assume the risk that something's going to happen, that something could happen to me. You're playing football, the most dangerous sport on earth. Venkat don't believe that, but
I don't believe that.
Football is the most dangerous sport on earth.
It's not.
And you're running the risk of you're in a car, especially playing middle linebacker, you're in a car crash every single down. Every down you're in a car crash. So, but yeah, that Venkat, y'all got to start up the sports thing, man. Listen. You got manager to the channel. Come on, man. Because the only other person that could start up a show is me. But the MMA boys, they hit me up and say, hey, we want to do a weekly show. And I'm like, okay. I don't do anything. All their slides and everything, they had to do it themselves. I'm like, okay, I'll get it started for you, and y'all got to take care of the rest. And that's what they do. So I'm saying you more knowledgeable about basketball than me. You and Mike got a good dynamic when it comes to that. Y'all got to make it happen. Got to make it happen. I mean, especially when the WNBA comes back, because I think my girl Angel Reese going to just set the world on fire when she comes back. The real face of the WNBA.
Oh, the real face.
The real face of the WNBA. Oh, you talking about he can't stand Venkat? Yeah, you can stand Venkat more than you can stand me. I tell you that much. You can stand Venkat way more than you can stand me. So, but all right, Venkat, man, we hit that 2-hour mark, man. So
there you go. There you go.
Get out of here.
Another successful live.
Leave it to you to stretch something out. Hey, man, there's 119 of you guys watching right now. Most of you on Twitter, but it's all good long as you watching. But hey, hope you enjoyed the show tonight. WWE, if you're listening, please keep the Winged Eagle belt. We need to do a hashtag, keep the Winged Eagle belt.
I'm
Even
sure
though,
people are talking about it on social media.
yeah, I got to go on Twitter to see because I bet that's the most talked about thing. And since they want to do everything logo, just put a small W in the middle. Just keep the damn belt and put a W in the middle.
Yeah.
Put a small W in the middle like you do the world title. There you go. There's your compromise. Perfect. But yeah, Venkat, man, I'm out of here, man. So enjoy the rest of your Hey man, I sent you an invitation. I don't know if you saw it.
Invitation for what?
For Friendsmas that we're having at our house next Saturday.
Oh, ain't no way I can make that.
Oh, yeah, look at it. See, you don't want to break bread with.
That's not that. That's a far ass drive. That's a far ass drive.
Yeah, I know. I know. Huh? But it's funny though. Mike makes that sure. Mike lives like 3 times further than.
Oh Lord.
Hell, Mike and Kev live like 3 times further than you.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, but with my schedule and stuff like that, and working the way I work, to then do that drive and then go to work. Oh Lord!
So you work on Sundays?
No, now it's switched. Now I'm off Sunday.
Oh.
But then I gotta come back Monday, and it's just it could be a marathon day for me. So
and then I go on vacation that week. So
I don't get vacation.
Yeah, I'll be good. I'll be home. I'll be good chilling, man.
Yeah,
Mike coming from Central Florida, basically.
Wow.
So
Mike, oh my God, Mike. All right, well, another successful live watch along here.
Yep. So we'll see you guys.
Next year.
Yeah, well, we'll see you guys for the proper shows next year. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for Beyond the Scoreboard. And besides that, man, we out of here. So for Venkat and MD, wherever you are, for Big Money Mike, hey, man, the whole Straight Talk Society, man, thank you guys for riding out this year. We had a good year this year. Channel just keeps on doing this thing. Stay away from negativity and drama. And
Yep.
We'll see you guys next year, man.
All right.
Peace.
Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Being smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Being smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find